When we were discussing how we should cover the Tri-Glide, I suggested to the Ed that a good photo opportunity would be something that showed me removing a large slice of humble pie from the trunk. Hey, it's American. I have to admit that I had it all wrong about trikes. My standard patter used to run along the lines of worst of both worlds: no traffic cutting capability like a bike, and no weather protection like a car. That was until I lived with Harley's new three-wheeler for almost a month. If you approach the trike as a motorcycle, then you'll probably be disappointed. If you come at it like an exhilarating open-wheel sports car, then boy, it's a huge amount of fun. You have to leave your bike mentality at home. You simply can't overtake the guy in the funny hat doing 65 in the 100 zone on the main highway. The obstacles that a bike deals with so easily become more difficult on the trike. Occasionally frustrating, but it has other compensations. One of them is when you get it out on the open road. Whipping it through the bends efficiently is a matter of technique. It took me a few tankfuls to stop fighting the handlebars and get that whole push me, pull you vibe that makes three-wheelers and quads work. When the penny drops, it's yee-haw material. It dropped easily for me because I've had quite a distance on other three-wheel vehicles, whereas the Ed rated it the second most scary thing I've ridden, but he didn't get to ride it far enough to really get the mojo. I, on the other hand, couldn't keep off the thing. I put that open-wheel sports car mindset in place, cranked up the onboard CD, and hit the road and had a hoot. It's one of those units I call a celebrity vehicle. People just want to know about it, wave at it, or take its photograph. It has such a huge presence. It would make a great high-profile vehicle to have sign written for a business or for advertising. Everyone checked it out. It has viable cargo space of 6.56 cubic metres, and it'd be great for delivery work. And that would be something that harks back to the original Harley-Davidson Survey car. The first HD factory trike was released in 1932 and it remained in production till 1974. It is credited by some as the vehicle that allowed Harley to survive the Great Depression. It was a mainstay for tradesmen, city delivery work and police departments of the time. I thought it would be a pretty good gag to get a few blocks of dry ice and a carton of ice creams and head up to the park and sell them. But in the end I just cruised around. And cruise nicely it does. The 1690cc 103 cubic inch police motor is superb. The exhausts have been opened up slightly on the press bike and listening to their note was reason enough to ride it. The engine is a smooth pleasure that develops 137 newton meters of torque. It needs a good dose of torque too, as the unit weighs in at 532 kilograms gassed up. But remember to put your sports car helmet on and it's not an issue. It still pulls away from the lights handily and there's no shortage of power for normal use. It has an electric motor under one of the side covers for reversing, which, unless it was uphill, I just found it easier to put a foot down and push it out of the shed. Up front, the machine is a Harley Ultra Classic with a large steering damper fitted. Up back, the belt drive runs to an axle supported on air-adjustable suspension and a large expanse of bodywork. The second slice of pie I need to cut is at first I thought it had no rear suspension. It felt like a rigid rear, and I told people so. But when we put 40 pounds of pressure in the system, the ride did become much more passenger compliant. It's still a pretty harsh ride in the rear throne, however. Not only do you get the normal forward-back movement of a motorcycle, there is also the lateral movement caused by the outrigger wheels. It's fine on the freeway and on good surfaces, but it's not somewhere Grandma is going to be dealing with New Zealand road conditions for an extended period. The rider, on the other hand, will find the sportiness, very direct feedback and the G-forces quite exhilarating, if you don't think of it as a bike. The grandmas I talked to wanted to buy one so they could sit up front and have the fun anyway. That's what I found the Tri-Glide is. It's a large bit of fun. At $50,500 in the New Zealand market, it's not for the entry buyer, but it is a superbly finished and blinged up bit of kit. That engine is beautiful looking as well as sounding, and the vehicle has a number of viable uses. Riders suffering from a disability, and it has various commercial applications. And it's also good for those that are looking for a good fun, unique celebrity vehicle.